Solomon was a king like no other. He ruled the kingdom of Israel with wisdom and justice. God had blessed him with many gifts. He could talk to animals. He could control the wind and the jinn. But Solomon's greatest gift was his wisdom. People came from far and wide to seek his advice. Solomon listened carefully to every problem. He offered wise solutions that brought peace and harmony. His fame spread across the land. Everyone knew of Solomon's wisdom and his devotion to God. Solomon was a humble king. He used his powers for good. He spread God's message of peace and love. He believed in justice and fairness for all. One day, a hoopoe bird flew into Solomon's court. The hoopoe was a beautiful bird with a crown of feathers. It was known for its sharp eyes and its ability to travel long distances. The hoopoe bowed before Solomon. It told the king of a distant land called Sheba. Sheba was a wealthy kingdom. It was ruled by a powerful queen named Bilqis. But the people of Sheba did not worship the one true God. They worshipped the sun. The hoopoe told Solomon that Queen Bilqis was a wise and just ruler, but she needed to know the truth about God. Solomon listened intently to the hoopoe's story. He knew he had to act. He decided to send a message to Queen Bilqis. He would invite her to learn about the one true God. The hoopoe carried Solomon's message to Sheba. Queen Bilqis read the message carefully. She was confused. She had never heard of Solomon or his God. She called upon her advisors. They debated what to do. Some advisors told Bilqis to ignore the message. They said Solomon was trying to trick her. Others said she should send an army to destroy Solomon. Bilqis listened to all the advice, but she was a wise queen. She decided to send gifts to Solomon. She wanted to learn more about this king and his God. Bilqis chose the most precious gifts from her kingdom. She sent gold, jewels, and spices. She sent beautiful silks and fine perfumes. She sent a fleet of ships laden with treasures. She hoped these gifts would impress Solomon. The ships from Sheba arrived in Solomon's kingdom. The people were amazed by the riches, but Solomon smiled. He knew that true wealth came from God, not from material possessions. He refused to accept the gifts. He sent a message back to Bilqis. "I have no need for your gold or jewels," he said. "True wealth is found in faith and good deeds. If you wish to impress me, come and meet me. Learn about the one true God." Solomon's message puzzled Bilqis. She had never met anyone who refused such gifts. She realized that Solomon was no ordinary king. She decided to accept his invitation. She would travel to Solomon's kingdom and meet him face to face. Section 5. A Journey of Wonder. Bilqis set out on a long journey to Solomon's kingdom. She took with her a grand entourage. She brought her finest clothes and jewels. She wanted to make a good impression. The journey was long and tiring, but Bilqis never complained. She was determined to meet this wise king. Along the way, she saw many amazing things. She saw towering mountains and vast deserts. She saw strange animals and beautiful birds. Bilqis realized that the world was full of wonders. She began to question her beliefs. Could there be a power greater than the sun? Could Solomon's God be the one true God? Section 6. The Palace of Glass. After many weeks, Bilqis and her entourage arrived at Solomon's palace. They were amazed by what they saw. The palace was more magnificent than anything they could have imagined. The palace seemed to be made of glass. It sparkled and shone in the sunlight. Beautiful gardens surrounded the palace. Fountains sprayed water high into the air. Birds sang sweetly in the trees. Bilqis was led into the throne room. She had never seen such splendor. The walls were decorated with gold and precious stones. The air was filled with the scent of exotic flowers. Section 7. A Test of Wisdom. Bilqis saw Solomon sitting on his throne. He was dressed in simple robes, but his face radiated wisdom and authority. She bowed before him. Solomon greeted her warmly. He invited her to sit beside him. Solomon wanted to test Bilqis's wisdom. He asked her a riddle. What is it that walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 legs in the evening? Bilqis thought carefully. She knew that Solomon was not asking a simple question. This was a test of her intelligence and her ability to see beyond the obvious. Bilqis smiled. She knew the answer. "The answer is man," she said. "A baby crawls on all 4s in the morning of life. An adult walks on two legs at the noon of life. An old person uses a cane as a third leg in the evening of life. Solomon was impressed. Bilquis had passed the test. He began to tell her about the one true God. He spoke of God's power and mercy. He spoke of the importance of faith and good deeds. As Solomon spoke, Bilquis felt a change within herself. She had always been a proud queen, but now she felt humbled. Solomon's words touched her heart. She began to see the world in a new light. Bilquis listened to Solomon for many days. She learned about God's creation. She learned about the prophets who came before Solomon. She learned about the importance of prayer and charity. Bilquis realized that Solomon's God was the one true God. She decided to abandon her old beliefs. She embraced the one true God with all her heart. She felt a sense of peace and joy that she had never felt before. Solomon was overjoyed. He had helped to guide Bilquis to the truth. He knew that her conversion would have a profound impact on her people. Bilquis returned to Sheba a changed woman. The story of Solomon and Bilquis teaches us many valuable lessons. It shows us the importance of wisdom, humility, and faith. Solomon's wisdom allowed him to guide Bilquis to the truth. His humility made him approachable and relatable. His faith gave him the strength to spread God's message. Bilquis's journey teaches us about the importance of seeking knowledge and questioning our beliefs. It takes courage to admit when we are wrong. It takes even more courage to embrace a new belief system. The story of Solomon and Bilquis is a reminder that God's love is available to everyone, regardless of their background or beliefs. The encounter between Solomon and Bilquis is more than just a story. It is a testament to the power of faith and diplomacy. It highlights the importance of seeking knowledge and understanding different cultures. This tale continues to resonate with people of all ages and backgrounds. It reminds us that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in wisdom, faith, and compassion. It encourages us to approach the world with an open mind and a willingness to learn from others. The legacy of Solomon and Bilquis lives on, inspiring generations to seek truth, embrace wisdom, and spread a message of peace and understanding throughout the world.